Imagine this. A regular guy tinkering in his garage spots. A beat-up old car pulled over on the side of the road, smoke pouring from the hood. He rolls up his sleeves to help the driver, a woman who looks like she's had a rough day, and little does he know. She's hiding a secret that could flip his whole world upside down. What if fixing a stranger's car led to discovering she's one of the richest people on the planet? Stick around because this story of chance meetings, hidden fortunes, an unexpected twist will have you rooting for the underdog, and maybe even believing in fate again. Okay, let's dive into this tale. Our guy, let's call him Alex, is your everyday mechanic in a small town. He's 28, covered in grease most days, running a little shop that's barely scraping by. Bills pile up, the rent's always late, and he's got dreams of expanding his business but no cash to make it happen. One rainy afternoon, he's driving home when he sees this fancy but worn-out Mercedes limping along the highway. The driver pulls over, pops the hood, and starts poking around like she has no clue what she's doing. Alex pulls up behind her, hops out and says, "Hey, need a hand? Looks like your radiator's shot." She's frustrated, wiping rain from her face, and nods. Her name's Elena, she tells him, and she's on her way to some big meeting, but her car's decided to quit on her. Alex grabs his tools from the truck, gets to work under the hood, and they start chatting to pass the time. She's dressed nice but not flashy. Jeans, a simple blouse, hair tied back. No jewelry screaming wealth. She mentions she's in tech. Something about apps and startups, but keeps it vague. As he's tightening bolts and checking fluids, Alex shares a bit about his life. "I've been fixing cars since I was a kid," he says. "My dad taught me everything. It's honest work, but man, it's tough keeping the lights on these days." Elena listens, asks questions, seems genuinely interested. Turns out the fix is straightforward. A busted hose and some overheating issues. He patches it up with what he's got, no charge, just because. "Pay it forward," he tells her with a grin. She thanks him profusely, slips him her card, "In case you ever need anything," and drives off into the fading rain. Alex doesn't think much of it. Back at his shop the next day, he's buried in oil changes and tire rotations when his phone buzzes. It's Elena. "Hey, that fix held up great," she says. "I owe you dinner or something. How about coffee?" He's surprised but says sure, why not? They meet at a local diner, nothing fancy. Over coffee and pie, they talk more. Alex opens up about his struggles. The shop's on the verge of closing because a big chain garage is moving in nearby, undercutting his prices. Elena nods sympathetically, shares that she knows a thing or two about business competition. "I started small too," she says. "Built my company from a garage just like you." Little hints start dropping. She mentions traveling a lot, dealing with investors, but Alex doesn't connect the dots. He's just enjoying the company, someone who gets the grind without judging. They hit it off, swap numbers, and start texting. A week later, she invites him to her place for a home-cooked meal as thanks. He shows up at this modest apartment, nothing extravagant, which throws him off because her car screamed money. But inside it's cozy, filled with books on coding and business. As they're eating pasta she whipped up, Elena's phone keeps blowing up with calls. She ignores most, but one she takes. Yes, the merger's on track. "Why are the funds by tomorrow?" Alex raises an eyebrow. "Big deal going down?" he asks. She smiles mysteriously. "Something like that." That's when she drops the first real clue. "Alex, I haven't been totally upfront. My company's, well, it's done okay." Okay turns out to be an understatement. She pulls out her laptop, shows him a news article. Headline: Elena Voss, tech billionaire, closes another billion-dollar deal. Alex's jaw hits the floor. Elena Voss? The Elena Voss who founded Voss Tech. The app empire that's revolutionized social networking and e-commerce. Worth over $5 billion, according to Forbes? He stammers, "Wait, you're that Elena? The one who started with nothing and built a fortune?" She laughs, guilty. "But I like keeping a low profile. That Mercedes? It's my incognito ride, old and reliable, or at least it was until it broke down. Now, here's where the problem kicks in. Alex feels like he's in over his head. He's just a mechanic from nowhere, and she's this powerhouse. Insecurities flood in. What does she see in him? Is this pity? He starts pulling back a bit, making excuses not to hang out. But Elena notices. She confronts him one evening at his shop after hours. "Alex, what's going on? You fixed my car when no one else stopped. You treated me like a normal person. That's rare in my world. He admits his doubts. I'm barely keeping this place afloat. You're out there changing the world. We come from different universes. This challenge hits hard. Elena shares her own backstory to bridge the gap. She grew up poor, parents working multiple jobs. At 18, she coded her first app in a community college library, sold it for peanuts, then reinvested everything into the next one. By 25, Vostek was born, a platform that connects small businesses with global markets, cutting out middlemen. Stats back it up. According to a 2023 report from Statista, the global e-commerce market hit $6.5 trillion, and companies like hers helped small players grab a slice. But success came with isolation. People see the money, not me, she says. Fake friends, opportunists, it's lonely at the top. Alex relates. His shop's facing closure because the chain garage offers cheap cookie-cutter services. Data from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics shows independent auto repair shops declined by 15% in the last decade due to big box competition. I pour my heart into every fix, he tells her. It's not just a job. It's who I am. Elena sees potential. Let me help, she offers. But Alex hesitates, pride gets in the way. I don't want handouts. This sparks the exploration phase. They start spending more time together, not as billionaire and mechanic, but as equals. Elena visits his shop, rolls up her sleeves, and helps with paperwork. She teaches him about scaling. Use tech to your advantage. Apps for inventory, online booking, modernize without losing your soul. Alex shows her the ropes under the hood, explaining how a simple tune-up can save thousands in the long run. They brainstorm ideas. She introduces him to her network, not as charity, but as partners. One day, they're working on a customer's vintage Mustang when Elena says, "What if we turned your shop into a hub for custom restorations?" There's demand. Classic car values jumped 20%. Last year per Haggerty's index, Alex lights up. They dive deeper. Research shows the auto repair industry is worth $60 billion in the U.S. alone, with niches like eco-friendly mods growing fast due to electric vehicle trends. Elena shares anecdotes from her rise. I failed 3 times before Vostek. One app tanked so bad I ate ramen for months, but each flop taught me something. As they explore, romance sparks. Late nights talking dreams, shared laughs over greasy pizza. But tension builds. The chain garage announces a grand opening. Poaching Alex's customers. Sales drop 30%. Elena offers investment, but Alex insists on earning it. Let's partner, she suggests. Your skills, my resources, we build something new. He agrees. But doubts linger. Is this real or just a fairy tale? The climax hits during a stormy night. Alex's shop floods, old roof gives way, ruining equipment. He's devastated, ready to quit. Elena shows up, soaked, tools in hand. We're fixing this together, she declares. They work through the night, bailing water, salvaging parts. In the chaos, Alex confesses, I thought you were out of my league, but you're the real deal. She kisses him, rain pouring down. Leagues are for sports. This is life. Next morning, with the shop patched, Elena reveals her plan. She's buying the lot next door anonymously, turning it into an expansion for Alex's business, focusing on sustainable repairs, tying into her tech world. But it's not a gift. It's a joint venture. 50-50, she says. Alex accepts, sealing their partnership in business and heart. Wrapping this up, Alex's shop thrives, blending old-school mechanics with cutting-edge tech. Elena finds balance, stepping back from the billionaire grind to enjoy real connections. Their story proves that a random act of kindness, like fixing a car, can spark life-changing bonds. No matter your background, genuine hearts connect. If this story got you thinking about unexpected twists in life, hit that subscribe button for more tales that mix heart and hustle.